First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Now, it just been announced that there's an agreement for an October showdown between former welterweight champion, former unified welterweight champion Kieth, one-time Thurman, and the current champion belt holder at 154 pounds, Sebastian Fundoran, the Towering Inferno, right? And that fight is getting a lot of backlash because that fight is supposed to headline a pay-per-view. And I agree that a fight of that magnitude, the level of that fight, should not be on pay-per-view. I'm going to keep it a beam. It shouldn't be on pay-per-view. They're trying to put everything on pay-per-view nowadays. If this fight would have taken place years ago, this easily would have been a free Showtime fight or a free HBO fight, but they're going to put it on pay-per-view. But will I tune in? Absolutely. Am I going to be outside with the fire stick? Absolutely. But what I will say about this fight is it's a very intriguing matchup. Kieth Thurman hasn't really been active. He's been plagued with injuries, but yet Kieth Thurman is a fighter that, in my opinion, has carved out a Hall of Fame worthy career, right? And due to his sidelines, Kieth Thurman never got a chance to have big fights with Errol Spence. He never had the chance to have a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, or a rematch with Danny Garcia, or a fight with Duran Boots Ennis. But in his last fight, he did look impressive when he scored that knockout. Now, Sebastian Fundoran is a very tall order. He's a tall fighter. He's a freak of nature. He's like 6'7", damn near 7 feet tall, and he's 154 pounds. But he doesn't fight a tall fight, but he doesn't have to because he has long reach anyway. And like I said, he has a lot of momentum. He just stopped Tim Tszyu. He's going to be the favorite for this fight to win. And being that Kieth Thurman likes to fight on the outside, I haven't seen Kieth Thurman fight on the inside, so I got to favor Sebastian Fundoran. But you already know my gimmick. And my gimmick is I like to compare today with the past. The past, the present, the future, just to bring you up to speed. If Kieth Thurman could pull off the upset and defeat Sebastian Fundoran, Kieth Thurman, this would be his version of Roberto Duran defeating Davey Moore. Let me bring you back in time. Roberto Duran was past his prime. He was at 154 pounds for that fight. And Duran started his career at 119, won his first world title at 135. Davey Moore at the time was a young, undefeated champion who was fast-tracked, and he was the favorite to win. But Roberto Duran pulled off the upset and put up one of the best performances of his career in stopping Davey Moore. That was another notch in his resume that solidified him further as an all-time great. Now, if Kieth Thurman were to defeat Sebastian Fundoran, would I label him an all-time great? Not quite, because he doesn't have the full resume, and like I said before, due to the inactivity, but it would label him as a great, because for me, there's different levels. You got fighters that are Hall of Fame worthy, they just get in as Hall of Famers, and then you have fighters that become great fighters, and then you have all-time greats. You know, the great fighter list, you got a table with guys like Miguel Cotto, you got guys like Sugar Shane Mosley there, but then the all-time list is guys like Manny Pacquiao, guys like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. It's different levels. And Kieth Thurman, like I said before, is going to go down as a Hall of Famer. But if he were to pull off the upset and defeat Sebastian Fundoran, he would be a definitely great fighter. Definitely. And that would resurrect his career to the point where people would want to see Kieth Thurman in bigger fights moving forward. If that fight takes place, I'm picking for Sebastian Fundoran to win that fight, but I'm going to root for Kieth Thurman. We just got to see how it plays out. With that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, Low Nose Boxing, because Low Nose Boxing. I'm out.